Karma's got a thing for me. We hold hands, make plans, keep the receipts. Karma, she's my best friend. One step closer, here's how it ends. Karma's got a thing for me. You see, you'll be digging up 6 feet. Karma's never let me down. My smile will kill when I cut you. It's karma.
So we usually warm up and then I do like 10-minute warm up and then we do like strength and conditioning exercises, which kind of tortures them a little bit. And then we do just a couple of moves or like a wee flow around the pole. So it's a good hour of exercise. Today I'm going to do like a little sort of flowy routine just to warm up a little bit. So everyone will be doing that and then after we'll move on just to like holding shapes up the pole. In a pole class, it's completely different to anything else. Like you have all these strangers that you just met cheering for you and like encouraging you to do the move, and it's just a sort of beautiful way to get together with fellow humans and like try new things. I really liked dance when I was a kid as well, so I kind of wanted to get back into some sort of dance. Pole kind of fit in with both dance and fitness. But it's something that I've stuck to, and I don't really stick to a lot of things. I just went along to try it, and I just loved it from the first time I went there. I also wanted to make friends and meet new people. My name is Rachel, and I am 38. When I moved to Northern Ireland, I moved to the North Coast and I had to go down to Belfast to go to my own pole classes. But up here, there's far and few between. So that's why I started my classes and I found this unit in Ballymoney. I did it up and opened the doors in November. Pole dance initially comes from strippers in the strip club. Then the dancers started teaching sort of civilians, as I would say. They were trying to distance themselves from strippers, saying, oh, I'm not a stripper, but I do pole dance. I don't wear the heels or the tiny costumes. I just do it for fitness and strength. And it's like they were saying that strippers were beneath them and weren't worthy. In reality, that's where the whole sport comes from, the whole art. And so you can't really pole without honouring the roots and the origin of pole dance. Left my baby crying, said she can't live that way. Told her love ain't chained down, it just comes and drifts away. When I first started, I had a few people be like, oh, what are you doing pole for? And I'm like, just for fun, just to dance, you know? But those guys aren't my friends, so I've left them in the past. Being judged by people, I've kind of gone past the point of caring. I have like lovely friends and family that really support me. You learn to have quite a thick skin, I think. As you grow in confidence, you learn not to care what other people think. I guess a lot of people demonize it because, yeah, they don't understand it and they don't know what it is, they don't know who it's for. I think it's hard for people to start initially because I find that a lot of people's close friends and family like really look down on it, but then once they start and realise it's a good thing for them, it improves their confidence and self-worth, then they maybe come around to it a bit more. Once we have done our little Yeah, it's a really nice break for people when they come to class. They can just come in the door and forget about their life for like an hour and just work on something for themselves. I have a lot of mothers as well that come in and they have like crazy family commitments, and then they come in and they can just let all their worries go and just have that time to themselves as well. It's really nice. It's just such a different kind of sport or art form. All walks of life, all ages, all genders. So I hope that my studio can be like a nice space for them to come and train. But yeah, it really brings us all together.
We're gonna do our step around. Just a little reassurance if they do sort of come down, then we've got a softer landing. But I always try and teach you how to dismount properly, dismount safely. We don't want anyone just letting go and falling. We're going to start with quite a straddly shape. We're going to do 3 nice shapes today. So, like leg, your face, so you want to hint it, and also down towards the floor. So up here, extend that top leg, and look down towards the side. Grab this leg. Leg right here. This made sense. Yeah. So heels, I usually teach like a choreographed routine. And we just go through like heels techniques and stuff. So these shoes, stupid shoes. They're kind of like our apparatus, if you will, or like an extension of our limbs. So we kind of go on the slope and sort of slide around on the platform as well. So they're very useful. You get really nice lines with your body, nice long lines, and it's most of your weight in your arms when you're on your heels. But yeah, they are quite dangerous. You have to have quite good shoulder mobility for a lot of tricks, and like, yeah, just flexibility and stuff. But you sort of build that up every week. 8-inch, like 8-inch. Squat down, lift your heels up.
It's really hard, but it's really rewarding once you get a move or once you progress a little bit. And there's quite a steep learning curve, and once you get into it, you get kind of addicted and want to progress more and gain more strength, do other moves.
We're gonna step out with this foot. We're gonna we're gonna transfer our weight to this foot first, and then back onto our left foot.
There are quite a few competitions in the country, but it would be good to see a lot more, maybe a lot more shows, like where people can do performances, because a lot of people, they enter competitions just because they want to train for something, like have a goal in mind, train a routine, but it'd be cool to see maybe more cabaret shows, more performance shows. I do like showcases in the studio as well, so I'm going to put on more of those so the students can do a little routine or perform. And I just hope it, grows and there's a bigger community. And I hope sort of the stigma sort of falls away a bit more. The more people know about it, the the less stigmatized it can be. It's just, yeah, it's a shame people who look down on it, maybe they're not confident in themselves, so it's sort of a projection of themselves if they think it's beneath them, or they think it's like basically internalized misogyny, just thinking like they shouldn't be doing that. I think as a community there's a lot more polars now. I think it will grow and everyone will be pole dancing.
The most unexpected thing is just the amount of community and friendship I've gained, and watching people grow in confidence in themselves is really beautiful and really rewarding, actually. And seeing what your body can do as opposed to just what it looks like. Starting to do performing as well, being in the sort of opening the doors to the industry of like shows, cabarets, things like that. It's been really cool to see. I never would have known about that beforehand. When I started, I didn't really know much about it, and a lot of people when they start, they're like, oh, I'm not a stripper or whatever, but that really harms that whole culture, the whole roots, the whole. You have to really, honour where it comes from, because you shouldn't really be touching the pole if you don't. As I'm growing now, I want to teach my students about the whole culture and sex work and how pole comes from that. Just to destigmatise it and not sort of sanitise it in a way that a lot of the pole studios have in the past. And they want to sort of create a distance between them and strippers. But now we're trying to sort of collaborate with strippers, collaborate with sex workers, and sort of honour, the roots of it. A lot of dancers, they host workshops and stuff, so I really want to have some dancers come in and do workshops. I've attended a lot of workshops myself, but like elsewhere. So I want to do that, and
A lot of people try pole, but a lot of people don't stick with it because they realise how hard it is and how you've really got to stick at it to become a bit better and progress. I don't mind people coming in, giving it a go and then saying it's not for them. That's completely fine, but I'm just proud of them coming to try it anyways. Come to pole class. I'm going to do some promotion.